Welcome back to the channel, folks. I hope you're all doing very well, and thank you for being here. It really means a lot. So I'm going to start by telling you a little story about something that I did that was really stupid, and I need to confess this, hopefully to stop you doing the same thing. Many years ago, when I had my Reverb G1, I was so excited by VR and flight simulation that I wanted my friend to have a go, but the trouble is he was wearing glasses. Nevertheless, I thought it'll be okay, and I plonked him in the headset, and lo and behold, he absolutely loved VR so much that to this day he now uses VR. But there was a problem. His glasses really badly scratched the left lens of my Reverb G1, and I wished I'd have kept a photograph of what it looked like, or a bit of video footage, but I was so gutted. I was absolutely just so mad with myself, and I just had to bite the bullet and buy a new Reverb G1. Now, why am I telling you this? To warn you folks. I do say this quite a bit in some of my sponsored content with VRWave, but you know what? It's time to make a dedicated video on why VR lens inserts, in my opinion, are essential. And you might be surprised with all the things that lens inserts can actually do, such as helping combat motion sickness with blue light filters, as well as protecting your eyes from eye strain, and also account for astigmatism and nearsighted and farsightedness when you can dial in your prescription. It's very, very cool, and I must admit, if you're going to fork out thousands of pounds, or even, for a Quest 3, but it's still expensive hardware, you really must protect those lenses, folks. It's really, really important. And now I'm going to show you the brand new Crystal Super lens inserts by VRWave. Now you can imagine I do get to try a lot of different accessories for VR lens inserts, and the reason why I love VRWave so much in this particular case with the Super is because it has a magnetic design all within the construction of the lens. There is no need for a base that sits around the housing of the lens, so they sit a lot flatter, which means you can get closer to those lenses, and there's also a lot less potential for damage of the cloth surrounding the lens, because as you know, the Crystal Super and Crystal Light have a sort of very fine cloth that could easily get damaged. So just to show you how simple it is to install these lenses, I'm filming whilst holding the large Crystal Super in one hand, as well as attaching the lenses with the same hand. And as you can see, it's very straightforward and very easy. And as I've said before, these have blue light and anti-glare filters as well. So that really, really makes a difference, especially when you're doing long play sessions, or shall I say simming sessions, especially at night. I find before blue light filters that I used to find it difficult to sleep after a long session at night time. But for whatever reason, and I don't understand the scientific research behind this, that with blue light filters, I'm able to sleep better after a long flying session. So just a heads up, I do have a very nice discount for my subscribers in the description below for the Crystal Super lens inserts from VRWave, as well as many others. Well, actually the whole range of VRWave lens inserts. And whether you have a Quest 3, a HTC, a Pico headset, a Valve Index, the Crystal Light, the OG Crystal and the Crystal Super, among many others, that discount code will work. And it's about time I did a dedicated video just making sure I'm getting the message out, because believe it or not, I've had many emails over the years and people on my Discord absolutely gutted because they've wrecked their VR headset because they've scratched the lenses. It is really, really easy to do as well. So don't beat yourself up if you have done that, because as I said at the start of this video, I confess even I've done that. And the sinking feeling as you put the headset on and you realise there's a huge scratch that you can see in VR, and you know it's game over, folks. That is it. The headset is a total write-off. I don't know about you, but it's just not worth going through that pain. It really isn't. So I would highly recommend getting a pair of either Plano, that's non-prescription, which I use, or prescription lens inserts. And in my opinion, if you are a glasses wearer, it's an absolute no-brainer to have lens inserts because they're a lot more comfortable. The image in VR will look even clearer as well because these lenses are designed to work with VR panels rather than just having glasses that have their own glare. And of course you might even scratch the lenses on your glasses as well as your VR headset. What a nightmare. And with the very nice extra features of anti-glare and blue light filters, you'll thank me for it at some point. And it means after each session you can just quickly wipe those lenses down without the worry of scratching those beautiful lenses. And of course you're going to get a much better sleep at night as well. So it's a win-win in my opinion. Anyway folks, that will do for this video. Thank you so much for watching as always. Please feel free to subscribe and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.